Let's take a look at the defense of Reunited as it comes out. We got Voltage on the McCree, Too Easy on Symmetra, Morte on Zenyatta, Cruz on Lucio, Winghaven on Reinhardt, and on Fix rounding it out as a Junkrat. We'll actually, I was gonna say we probably won't see him in the alley. Last time we saw him Fixed, he was a little bit further back with the Junkrat.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different ways to play it. I think the alley is the smartest way to play it just because I've seen Pluppy do it to such great extent, and Seagull as well when they play on this map from Mix-Up. I think it's the right place to put a Junkrat, but if you don't feel comfortable there, then it's not. So on offense, they will be running their Junkrat of their own, and that'll be Numlock. Zebosai will be on the Pharah. He will be accompanied by Burix on Mercy. Taimu will be playing Widowmaker, Skipjack on old Reinhardt, and likely on Lucio.
Numlock killed himself.
Yeah, well,
I guess he's coming back up, but
no big deal.
You just look at the roster, it's like, wait a second, why is Junkrat dead? But in any case, no ult charge. Actually, was ult charge gained? No ult charge was gained. Anyways, take a look at Taimu. Taimu looking for these early Widowmaker picks going forward here, looking for redemption after the last set on Gibraltar. And actually, getting deep into the alley, taking advantage of the fact that Reunited does not run the Junkrat in the alley, so getting a little bit more forward with Widow than he would in other cases.
Yeah, not only do they not run the Junkrat in the alley, they don't run anyone in the alley. It looks like they're going to try to come through the door. Nope, they chose not to aggress. They're playing very far back on defense.
Yeah, and G2 taking the opportunity to move into this courtyard and look for picks. Taimu almost gets in. Gets one hit, not able to get the second. Voltage, though, takes out Skipjack for first blood in the game. And Reunited might be looking to recollapse in on this. Take a look at Voltage as he's going forward. So far, no picks from the Widowmaker. And Reunited starting to collapse on top of the G2 team. There are now 3 kills for G2 as they move or for Reunited as they move forward. 4 kills, and this is gonna be a successful defense for Reunited.
Yeah, Taimu taken out by Morte. Taimu really needs to get it going because he doesn't even have an opposing sniper to worry about here.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have that many shots to go for. The only thing he had a true shot on was his Zenyatta, and he did hit him. He just didn't get a headshot.
Yeah, I mean, it's rough too with Zenyatta with the shield buffs, courtesy of Symmetra too. But we have
Zebosai on the Pharah now looking to poke in, and I do like where Reunited is standing here. It's different from the other Kings Road defenses that we've seen, but clearly so far it's been pretty effective in keeping G2 out. Even though they are able to get in with the Widow has trouble getting through the Reinhardt, and Too Easy able to take out Likely there, so 65 now in favor of Reunited, and now we might see them decide to push in a little bit more forward. Good charging coming out of Winghaven. Winghaven takes out Skipjack. Unfix takes out Burks, and now Zebosai gonna have to back out a bit.
Yeah, being completely
Taimu was looking for a pick. It's taken out by the Reinhardt in the back. So Reunited, a very, very strong defense coming out for them now on point A.
Has G2 gotten any kills this game?
I
don't
want to say yes, but I'm not sure.
I think it's been 7 kills, and they've all been on the defensive side of things.
Yeah, it's been rough going for G2 so far in this game. This has been, I mean, this is great defense coming out from Reunited. They look much stronger today. I'm not sure if G2 is playing a little bit under par or Reunited is just going absolutely crazy, but they're playing great right now. Also, we have the Junkrat tired. Look at it.
Yeah, it was trying to be sneaky. It's kind of a strange.
Take a look at Zebosai. Zebosai getting back. Barrage coming from behind. Justice reigns from above. Reinhardt is going to go down there, and now G2 on the offense. 3 kills now for G2 as they move forward, and this might be exactly what G2 needs to get some momentum in their favor.
Yeah, the 1 kill is a great start. They also take down the support classes, so I think they're going to be able to get this. But the teleporter is up. Reinforcements are trickling in.
And reinforcements are trickling in, but will it be enough? Also, look at Taimu. Taimu now uncontested, able to get some snipes. And Winghaven, though, getting onto the point, takes out Likely. Takes out Skipjack, so 2 kills now for Winghaven. And the teleporter doing some work. Meanwhile, take a look at this Widow. This Widow tries to take out Winghaven. Winghaven's still alive, and here comes Lucy on the point, and Reunited off the teleporter might be getting back in. We do see the defensive transcendence coming out from Morte. But the point still under contention here. So close to the payload starting, but it's not starting yet.
They could have had that. There was a moment where he charged the remaining folk off of the point, and it was open. No one was going to be on it, but they hesitated.
Oh, Justice running for a bump from Zebosai. That could be what they need to do that. A Resurrect is coming up. Full strength on the point now for G2. But we do see Reunite getting some kills, stalling this out reasonably well. And finally, the payload will be moving. 4:20 on the clock as it moves forward. Yeah. Look, that was just a time as a capt, okay? I can't control these things.
I'm juvenile. I can't control that either.
So take a look at at G2 as they move forward. This is where we've seen Taimu do more work in the past, where a team is setting back up and they get picked after pick. But if they're smart and stay behind the Reinhardt, they could deny Taimu some opportunities here.
Yeah.
Oh, but there it is. He takes out Morte. Morte able to be taken out. Taimu threading the needle. We do have a tire coming out now from Numlocked. Numlock's tire looking for a pick. If it can kill someone here, it'd be a pretty big deal. It's getting in. It's getting close to Reinhardt. Will take out Unfixed, doesn't take out Reinhardt, but will do a decent amount of damage to him. And now G2 starting to get some pretty good offensive momentum as they move through the street phase.
Yeah, but it was kind of uncontested through the street phase. Reunited has shown that they're just going to play defense in a very standard way. They will wait for the fight to come to them, and then they will react, and it works out pretty well for them on first point. So I think that is kind of their goal here on the second point too. They don't want to get caught in a
High Noon coming out from Valtaja. Valtaja looking for that, but defensive sound barrier coming up to make it a little bit more secure. Valtaja gonna take out likely. Too Easy takes out Taimu in a Widow battle, and Burks coming out with the res. So Burks' res here might be what G2 needs to keep going forward. Too Easy able to get the pick on Numlock. Take a look at Valtaja here as Valtaja trying to take out that Pharah. 4 kills for Reunited there off the Widowmaker of Too Easy. Wow, Too Easy absolutely going off today.
Yeah, he's the best sniper on the field for sure. It might be the best player in this set right now.
And he takes out Numlocked as
insane.
They're going forward, and Taimu actually just standing still right now. So take a look at that. That was a great set of plays by Too Easy. Did not expect the Widow to go off in the way it did, and now look at how far up Reunited is holding.
Yeah, we're going to see some switch-ups, too, on the offensive side here as well from G2. Taimu is going to come up on a McCree, knowing that he's not going to win the battle against Too Easy today, so a good change of strategy. And Zebo on a Devo.
Too Easy able to take out Zebo. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's happened here, but Too Easy's sniper game has all apply. He takes out Skipjack. And the Reunited defense just looks completely revamped. They are punishing G2, and Too Easy is playing just on another level right now.
Yeah, I mean, the big question with Too Easy playing this well is what is Valutaja's play of the game going to look like?
It's funny because it's still probably going to happen. You see a tire coming out from Numlocked. Too Easy able to take out Numlocked as he's controlling that tire. Don't ask me how the tire has a mind of its own. It just does. The tire going into the back, not going to get a kill. Yeah, take a look back at Too Easy here because he's been the one to watch the last little bit. The payload going all the way back here, just more so than you might expect. Taimu versus Too Easy now. McCree versus Widow. Taimu gonna eat some serious damage, not going down just yet. But only 1:10 remaining now for G2 to get through the streets phase.
Yeah, not much time now. Reunited is kind of holding a little further up than I think they feel comfortable, and the combo comes in to try to get something done.
Oh, a nice shot from Too Easy on the Numlocked. Numlocked comes through, just gets taken out as Reaper. Too Easy able to take out likely. The backline Widow, as it were, is doing a whole ton of work right now.
Yeah, it always feels weird when you get sniped from that angle because you're like, what? I did not expect that at all. Valutaja also helping.
Down goes Taimu. Taimu getting taken out in the back. And now only 35 seconds remain for G2 here. And wow, this has been a great defense coming out from them.
Yeah, not only first point, but to hold this second point. It's actually, we don't see a ton of teams able to hold this second point without really dominating through the streets. And they've chosen just to not really fight in the streets.
They haven't. And right now, 19 seconds left. Zebosai for the offense, waiting for the rest of his team, looking for a potential fair flank. Does not have Barrage up just yet.
Yeah, Numlock trying to get on as Reaper, but he gets spotted out very early.
Unfixed is able to take out Taimu. Taimu's down to 6v5 in favor of Reunited as G2 moves up, but they are getting a bit of pressure here. But look at that, Too Easy able to take out Zebosai, looking for the pick on Mercy if possible. Numlock, though, coming in for the back, is going to have to Wraith for him. And meanwhile, look at the payload. I'm not even sure overtime is going to continue here. Yes, it will continue, but 3 kills extra coming out from Reunited, and they're going to hold. And that is a great defensive streets hold coming out from Reunited, and they looked primed to take the set right now, Hex.
Yeah, a couple different win conditions for them coming up. If they capture the first point faster, that'll be their win. If they don't, and then just sometime capture the second point at all ever, that'll be a win too. So Too Easy finally gets his play of the game.
I kind of want to say in Matt chat, game bugged, not Valutaja, but yeah, we'll leave it where it is. This is a great play though, coming up from Too Easy. Really impressive stuff.
Yeah, he had a great game on Widow. He's had great games all day so far.
Oh, he's been having himself a day and then some. I mean, it just feels like a different Too Easy.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's just hard to not even make puns about his name. It seems too easy to make puns about Too Easy, so I'm not going
there. I am not going down that road ever.
Yeah,
I am not happening. Just not going to be a thing.
No, I mean, the real puns that pay off are the ones that are hard, and then they're so bad they make you groan. Those are my favorite kind of puns.
You don't want puns that make sense. You want puns that just make people cringe, or I don't even.
I go to Reddit for all my pun threads.
Well, that's one way of getting some cringeworthy puns. I mean, you got yourself covered there.
Prepare to attack.
So punny. So, okay, like I mentioned, they have a couple different win conditions here. If they cap first point in any relatively quick time, they will be able to take this map. Failing that, as long as they take this this bomb cart, payload, cart, truck, whatever you want to call it, to the second point, they will also win as well, and that would be they set for their victory today. They've looked very good today. I'm actually a little surprised, because G2 I thought was a very strong team. I thought this was going to be much closer. But
going in, I thought either team could take it, but Reunited has definitely come out much stronger than I was expecting today. And, I mean, honestly, their entire team's been working on all cylinders. We've been getting a lot of credit to Too Easy, but Voltaja has also been having himself a day as well.
Yeah, and Winghaven and Unfixed are old and steady. Mort also just very steady and consistent. And I think the best thing we can say about Cruz today is we haven't had to call his name. Hasn't made any mistakes. It's like, you know, an offensive lineman in football. They're doing their job if you don't know their name right now.
Yep, so taking a look at the defense as it rolls out here for G2. We got Burks on the Mercy, Numlocked on Reaper, Zebasai on Symmetra, Taimu on McCree, Skipjack on Reinhardt, and Likely on the Zenyatta.
Yeah, so a little bit of different defense. Again, it looks like they're not going to be trying to hold this left side alley. I'm a little surprised teams haven't really tried to adopt that, but perhaps it's a play that you need a top-tier Junkrat to pull off, and maybe just different strategy in mind. On offense, Too Easy, no surprise, is going to come out as the Widowmaker. Cruz will be on Lucio, Winghaven on steady old Reinhardt, accompanied by Morte on Mercy, Balataja as McCree, and Unfixed will play Pharah.
Yep, so we're going to take a look at the G2 defense here. G2 having the hold for quite a while. I mean, ideally for them, they just want to hold first point to win this map. That is their easiest and most likely win condition, no pun intended, as they have Likely on their team. But they're actually holding a bit further back as well. No Junkrat for them. That we've seen a lot, instead running the Reaper in favor of that Reaper McCree. And take a look here. Numlock now ganks the backfield. Decent flank coming out of Numlock here. Looking for Winghaven. Very close to killing him. Will take him out. Skipjack able to take out Lucio as well. 3 kills now for G2. So a good starting defense coming out from G2 and some nice play coming out of Numlocked.
Yeah, they for sure have to hold this point for the next couple minutes or so just to not lose the map as well. So it really, the first half...
Too Easy now on the Widowmaker, and you know, we've seen him on King's Row Attack before where he hasn't gotten that much value, but today, I don't even know. I would expect a lot of value with how he's played so far in the series.
Yeah, he could play offensive Bastion right now, and I wouldn't doubt his decision.
Yep, taking a look here, Voltaja able to take out Taimu. Winghaven takes out Skipjack. 2 kills now for Reunited. Taking a look at Too Easy as he moves to the backline here. Has a lot of targets he can snipe out. The path is open, as it were. Unfixed getting an extra 2 kills in the back as Pharah, and the combination of Pharah, Widow doing a lot of work here as Reunited now gonna just cruise onto the point. Also, again, no pun intended. Too Easy able to take out Taimu. Good stuff from him, and they're gonna move forward. They cap the point. GGs are called. That is a faster time for the first point, and Reunited going to take the set over G2 in a much more dominant 2-0 than I was ever expecting today.
Yeah, G2 still has to really kind of figure out their roster. They're trying out a lot of people. Like we mentioned last week, if they don't have G2 in front of their name, then they are still on a trial basis. So there's still some work to be done on the roster. It looks like Reunited might have really found their 6th, and I think, you know, where a lot of teams are looking for a 6th to take them over the top, to take over the dominance, they really needed a 6th that just fits with them because it's such a core stable group. They need someone who can take the roles that they don't really want to take. Cruz right now has shown he can play Genji, he can play Lucio, he can play whatever, and seems to be a good fit for their squad. They look great today.
Yeah, definitely. So interesting stuff for Reunited coming out here. Definitely interested to see if they can keep that level of play up going forward, because now, I mean, if Reunited keeps playing like this, I want to see some Reunited versus IDD QD again.
Yeah, no, and we talked a couple days ago when maybe it was last week, it doesn't matter anymore, when Reunited was playing Melty, and I think it was a couple, may have been last week, we said, well, you know, kind of a crossroads for these two teams right now. They kind of have to figure it out because they both were the best, and now they're you know, one's going to rise, one's going to fall, and very clearly from the results today, Reunited has risen and Melty is falling off a little.